you guys remember that?
What's the green?
The green means go. All right, which one do you like to look at? Oh, here we go. Look how tiny you are.
I want to go there.
I know, now you guys are going to want to go everywhere. So the first year we had them, we tried to take them to a bunch of different places that we had been to with the kids. And we just had something almost every weekend we went to. Do you guys remember all that? Mm-hmm. Yeah?
Oh, she got knocked over.
Josiah, let me see you. Some of my favorite things about Josiah is that he literally, from the time he's come with us to even to this day, every morning he wants to know where I am.
Mommy, why do bird seeders up there?
Oh, I want some hummingbirds to come in and see.
Mommy, why do birds are coming in there?
Hummingbirds.
1, 2, 2, a walk.
Josiah would wake up at 7 a.m. and he would drink chocolate milk every morning. And then we played football outside, and that was pretty great. It taught him how to catch the football, tackle people.
The funny thing about Josiah is that he's into Elijah.
Yeah,
Anything
that's
that
what I was
Elijah
gonna
does.
He's into whatever Elijah's into, and he's so athletic.
Hi, Dylan.
Hi, Papa.
Say I love you. We're learning to ride our bike without training wheels. Take one. Christiana, she's so gifted and so creative. She can take anything and make something out of it, and it looks beautiful. That is awesome. Give Papa a wave.
Mommy.
Say hi, Papa. Surprise! I'm so thankful that little girl's with us because she doesn't really need anything from me. She's so strong, but I'm so thankful to give to her because I want her to have a safe environment.
It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. We'll chase the sky, watch us shine. It's in our eyes, burning bright. It's just the beginning. We'll chase the sky, watch us shine. It's just the beginning.
I think since Christiana and Josiah came, we all just were like much more closer as siblings. We all got along better and we all had a closer relationship just because of like, it was a very dramatic situation, I guess.
So what happened in 2019 is that Charlena wanted to see the kids. So she hired an attorney because you have to go through the courts, right? And I'm thinking to myself, she has no job. I know what she's done previous for her cash flow. I know she's still doing drugs. There's no way she can hire an attorney and have the money for this. So her and Matt teamed up and they hired a attorney in Columbus. They're literally just starting to make up things to start filing against Jake and I so that Charlena can see her kids. They sent us a motion that they were going to sue us, Jake and I, for $7,500 for custody for the kids back. We have to appear in court because now we're battling for not adoption. We're battling to keep Josiah and Christiana. And I'm thinking, this has to stop. Like, there's no way we are gonna go to court and spend this money and battle against the biological mom. I'm just not doing that. Like, I'm not going to battle against the biological mom with Josiah and Christiana. I did not want them to go through that. I did not want, and not even just Josiah and Christiana, but at this time, Kaylee and Annabelle and Elijah, like they had already put so much effort into being family, being together. And I just thought, this is enough. And so I talked with Jake and I said, we have to give the kids back. And he was like, I am not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. And I said, if we don't give the kids back, we are going to be in this mess forever. Like there just seemed to be no light at the end of the tunnel. It was so heavy and so dark walking out of that courtroom that day when the judge threw out our adoption case, just like that, just threw it out. I just thought there's no way that this is ever going to work.
Because if we go down the battle of fighting, there's going to be no friendship left. So we felt like giving them back, we could still see them all the time on weekends. Or we were even talking about getting them every weekend for church, right? So we agreed to it. We agreed that they would go to live with Matt and Charlena at Matt's house.
It was an emotional conversation. It was not what we really wanted to do. We just felt like it was something that we had to do.
Felt like any other Tuesday, we just got home. Christiana and Josiah were asleep. My parents usually are up and then they go to bed when we get home. But they were sitting on the couch and I could tell my mom had been crying and I knew that they were at court, so I was like, well, maybe it's just a long day. But my dad never cries. So he's so when he started crying, I was like, okay, something's really wrong.
And my parents basically told us that Christiana and Josiah have to go back to live with Matt and Charlena. And I've never had a moment in my life where I thought you're horrible for joking about this. We had gotten them through almost 3 years, but I didn't think it would be a possibility that Christiana and Josiah wouldn't be with us.
So I was thinking, in my head, I was like, what if Josiah forgets about me? What if we're not best friends anymore? What's gonna happen? Because I was thinking we're never gonna see him again and that they're gonna be gone forever.
Us 5, we were just crying. Christiana and Josiah didn't know. I didn't even really know why, what happened for them to have to go back. It was horrible. It was the worst time ever.
Watching them go from the excitement of being there and, making the adjustments in their lives. And it was adjustments for the children as well. I mean, Kaylee, Annabelle, and Elijah, they changed their whole world. And then seeing the hardship hit, where all of a sudden these kids that you are madly in love with and have invested this commitment in are going to be torn away from you. It was devastating. I watched Sabrina melt before me on the floor when she thought she was losing those children, because her heart was already filled with them. And you just can't imagine, making such a commitment and giving 100%. They didn't just halfway do it. They were all in. And then to have someone say, sorry, you have no legal right to these children, or it didn't seem that the personal commitment and the financial commitment and the time commitment that they had made to these children mattered. It was just, you don't have the right paperwork. We don't want the kids with you. That's it.
We just assumed or felt like we were mom and dad still, but what, it wasn't quite official. So we're like, it's not about us.
It's not about us.
It was just devastating because you think you're going down this route. You're pretty confident you're supposed to be their dad. It's the most horrible thing you could possibly ever do, because on day one, we feel like they're our own kids. We treat them like our own kids. They've called us mom and dad at that point for 2 years or more.
We had let the big kids know that we were going to be sending them back, but we didn't let Josiah and Christiana know because we just didn't want any type of negativity for them. We wanted to make them going back with Charlena a very welcoming, this is going to work out. We're going to still be here kind of in the background a little bit, but we're going to let you guys get to be, mom and daughter and mom and son.
I will never forget the day I walked in to work. It was a usual day. I was going to hang out with the kids. We were going to do schoolwork. We were going to play. And she met me at the door and was like, hey, can we go talk outside? So we walked out. She was like, we've made the decision that Christiana and Josiah are going to go back to be with Matt and Charlena. And
like tears streaming down her face and tears streaming down my face, and we're both just standing there like just looking. And because I love those children so much, and they were cherished here, they were safe here, and to see them walking into the unknown is really, really hard when you know they don't have a choice. So that was really, really hard.
All right, Jose.
I can feel it. He's got it.
Go. You can do the one that I taught you last night, or you could do what you normally do.
That's all I know.
That's good. That's really good.
Wait, let me put this in.
I have a thing where it's like my closet, and there's a flat area up there, and I can get up there and open my window, but I can't. But only if there's a fire, then I have to open my window, then I have to jump, and my dad will catch me.
Is that what he taught you? Is if there's a fire, you gotta go out the window. That's safe. That means he's looking out for you.
I remember when we gave the kids back, there was a daddy-daughter dance, and that was one thing that was really important to Jake, was that the daddy-daughter dance was important to Jake and Christiana because they had developed this relationship of daddy-daughter.
Yeah.
And we had asked, hey, can they still go to this dance? Yeah, they can go to the dance.
So I took her to that, and we made it a special night. You know, we went to dinner and took pictures, and
The girls got her all ready, and Annabelle and Kaylee got her ready because they knew it was gonna be the last. And so they did her hair, and we picked out a great dress for her, and Christiana didn't really understand, I don't think. Like, she wasn't emotional. She was super excited to go to this dance, and we knew we had to be strong for her. And I know he's not a dancer, and I know that he doesn't like to get out there and cut a rug. And so for him to just say, I don't care tonight. This is my last time with her, and Christiana loves to dance.
I just made the decision to not worry about what anybody thought at the dance. You know, like some of the dads will just stand and, you know, whatever. So we danced, and pretty much the whole night. I can't dance either, is the thing. But I just, you know, was in the moment with her, and, you know, it was really awesome, but horrible at the same time. Because I knew, you know,
The daddy-daughter dance was on Friday, and we ate cupcakes and we danced, and I played with my friends, and it was really fun. And then something happened. We were in the living room, and Kaylee and Annabelle and Elijah and Mom and Dad and me and Jose were crying because we didn't want to go back.